Before I get started here, let's take a drink. If those people come back, don't tell them I did that. Well, it's been kind of a rough week for me. Some people have been talking about breakups. I actually broke up with my girlfriend.
Oh.
It's kind of rough, but someone's happy about it, my wife. And she was always saying, you know, Bruce, that woman's not good enough for you. Which I think is a pretty mean thing to say about your own sister. Well, I'm about as white as a person can get. You guys agree with that? I'm pretty white. I think I'm even whiter than Rory. Maybe a little bit. I'm so white that other white people act black around me. I was with someone recently, he's like, yo, check it home, the biatches being whack, word. I said, cut it out, Dad. Well, talking about my wife, she was complaining that it had been a long time since she experienced the big O. So I'm taking her to Orlando. That's right, or maybe Discovery Place. Be a little cheaper. I like Discovery Place. I was a little disappointed. I went there this past spring because they had a special show on beavers.
Yeah.
So I was really pumped. I wanted to see that, beavers on the wide screen. But yeah, it was disappointing because it turned out to be about these big rodents that cut down trees with their teeth and build dams. So I don't know what that was all about. Actually it was a good thing because a lot of people brought their kids, and I don't know what they were thinking. That's just pretty sick. I have a pen at home that only writes in Spanish. I've been keeping a diary for 6 months. I can't understand any of it. So when I want to reminisce, I have to go down to the Mexican embassy and have it translated. It's crazy, but, well, they get a good laugh and I get my memories back, so it's a win-win. I was surfing the internet and I saw this ad for a drug. It was a male enhancement drug. So I got some. I've been taking it for about a month, but I don't think it's working because I'm still no good at sports. And I sometimes stop and ask for directions still, and I even let my wife use the remote sometimes. But the good news is my dick is 2 inches longer. So there's some good coming out of that. Well, one time I had group sex, and afterwards I smoked a whole carton of cigarettes. According to all 20 of my doctors, I'm a hypochondriac. And I don't agree with them, so I'm going to get a 21st opinion. Speaking of doctors, one time, I have one brother, and one time a doctor said to us, there's a pretty good chance that one of us would develop Alzheimer's disease in our lifetime. So once a month, I call my brother up. I say, Rick, do you know who this is? And he says, yes. I go, damn it. I have one brother, and one time a doctor told us that there's a pretty good chance that one of us would get Alzheimer's disease in our lifetime. The National Kidney Foundation has a program where they want you to donate your car. Anybody seen this on billboards? They want you to donate your car, which has got me a little concerned. Well, Mr. Johnson, there's a 5-year waiting list for kidneys, but we have a fuel filter from a '93 Chevy Cavalier. You should be here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Don't eat after midnight. You know, and the National Federation for the Blind also has a deal where they want you to donate your car. I just think it's a matter of time before these two groups get together. It's like, so, ma'am, you say you're legally blind? Well, some guy just dropped off his car. Why don't you drive it down Trade Street? They've got lots of healthy young jaywalkers there. I'm thinking we can fill those organ banks up in no time. Well, I have to say, I'm really bad with names. Last week I called everybody Hitler. I don't think I'll be invited back to any more bar mitzvahs.
Shut up, Dave.
When I was a kid, my best friend was grounded for life. He's 43 now, just waiting for his parents to die. I recently tried this new Ethiopian restaurant. It was kind of weird. The waiter came over and I had to buy him a meal. So I got him the daily special. It was 3 grains of rice smothered in a pea. And then for dessert, he had blueberry. For Christmas, I got a Barnes & Noble gift card, but it wasn't what I wanted, so I took it back and exchanged it for a store credit. And I had to figure out what to do with the credits. I looked around and I saw this book called the Low Carb Bible. I took a look. It's pretty much like the regular Bible, except in this version, the miracle of loaves and fishes is the miracle of fishes. And the parable where Jesus says, if your son asks for bread, will you give him a stone? Yes. And when the Jews fled Egypt, instead of carrying unleavened bread, they took Kraft singles. Hey, you guys have been great. That's my time. Thanks.